Junkin' Fool over here in Porterville. How's everybody doing? I got a mess going on here. I got my crying towel here. I'm going to need a couple more. Well, I mounted this the other day. Vise I had around for a while. That makes things nice. And I've been working on some injection pumps. And they call them a lift pump. See if I can get some light in here. So I got a couple of these. Whoops. See, that's what I do. I lose parts. Not good. So I got two lift pumps. Anyway, here's what I'm crying about. Not really crying. So I went out, I found out this injection pump here is the original injection pump for the Mercedes. I got one of these flashlights on my neck. I'm going to try to get some light here. So that's the original one there. I'm going to get a picture of that before I leave. So anyway, this cylinder here wasn't getting no fuel. Or this one of these two wasn't getting no fuel. I took this off. There's just basically like a little valve down there. And I found out that this is actually, my hands are all oily and greasy. This is actually seized up. It's got like a little cam, it is actually called a cam down here, that lifts these little piston things up here. And it isn't lifting that. You can see some like shiny copper in there. It's wore out. So that was the problem there. I pulled the thing apart and there was some metal shavings in there. And I found another one that was supposed to be good. Well, it's not. I got this one pumping. It didn't pump at first. I messed around and kind of cleaned the old fuel pump up, and the fuel pump was seized on both of these, so whatever little bit of fuel that it did run on, it's a wonder it started it all. I'll try to get a... So there's the cam. And there's the cam on the new one. The new used one. You can see where something's been wearing there. And you can see where it's rubbing on the casing. So I got in here with a screwdriver. And I'm looking. And I realized this has got a bad bearing. It looks pretty much like it's gone. And this wiggles up and down. Can't really see. So I checked the other one out. The bearing is missing on this thing. If you look at this one here, and the bearing is there, and I can't wiggle it up and down with a screwdriver, and it doesn't have the play in it. This one does, and it doesn't have damage to the casing. Hey, there's a piece right there. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for that magnet. I just found another piece in there. This one I just pulled apart, the original one. So what I'm trying to figure out is if I can get enough out of two of them to build one of them. I wonder what that come from. There's another piece over there. I have a feeling that has got to do with this thing that's broke up here. I hope it ain't the cam. I think it's got to do with what's broke. So what I gotta do, I gotta see if I can pull this whole facing off here on both of these. Pull that nut there off on both of these. And see if I can get that cam out of there. And I've got the little repair book that come with the car. It doesn't show nothing about any of this. I got to figure out where all these broke pieces came from. And I almost think I'm going to put that cam there and that bearing there into this one, the one that I bought. I do have this pumping fuel now. I hooked it to the impact and cranked it over, and I finally got it pumping really good on all of them. And I was about to put it back together and catch a warmer day and stick it on the engine out there and do a video of me starting it. Well, I know I can get it started with this one, but it wouldn't last very long. See, I always get scrap. So I'm going to figure out what these come off of. I want to mark these so I don't get them confused. I'm actually going to see if these numbers are the same. Where'd my flashlight go? That's my neck light there. It's pretty handy. I'm going to take them numbers there, and I think they should be the same on this one here. And see if I can get it back together. The last one I had rebuilt didn't need no parts for my wheel loader. And I think Debbie said it was around 600 bucks. Well, with this needing a couple parts, even though I probably got them right here, and they don't like you bringing anything in to tore apart, which I understand why, but I think I can do this. Right. At least I can try. I guess if anything, if I can, I'll take it in there in a couple boxes and they'll love me for that. But they probably do these real similar every day, so. Alright, I'm gonna get maybe a good picture or two of that tag number on this one and on this one. They may be the same. What is that one? 2710858. What is this one? Totally different, but I think it's probably the same pump. The thing of it is, I don't know the condition of the motor, and you don't want to put a ton of money into something if it needs to be pistons and rings and all that. Don't get in a predicament like that. Yeah, I was all set to put this back together. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what I can do on my own. If I have to, I can take out a mortgage and go to the company that rebuilds these. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Look how wet that crying towel is. Have a good day. Find a project. Or, on second thought, maybe not. Goodbye.